Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to Dana's World. I'm so glad you're here because today we've got an absolutely thrilling story to tell. It's about another amazing prophet, Prophet Lut alayhi salam. You might know him as Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam's nephew, but did you know he had his very own mission filled with challenges and tough choices? This story is packed with lessons that you won't want to miss. So grab your favorite snack, get comfy, and let's jump into this awesome adventure. After traveling with his beloved uncle, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave Prophet Lut alayhi salam a special mission to guide the people of a city called Sodom. Now, here's a fun fact. Many believe Sodom was located near the Dead Sea, in what is now Jordan. It's a place known for its harsh, barren lands. And some people even think that the ruins of Sodom might still be buried under the salty plains near the Dead Sea. How cool is that? But when Prophet Lut alayhi salam arrived, he was shocked beyond words. The people were committing al-fahsha, which are acts of indecency and immorality, terrible behaviors that go against the natural way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made us. These sins were so serious that they went against the natural instincts or fitra that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala placed in all humans. Can you imagine how heartbreaking that must have been for Prophet Lut? I'm not going to explain exactly the sins they did because they're such awful actions that go against everything Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has taught us. Prophet Lut alayhi salam tried his best to help the people, speaking to them from his heart. But instead of listening, do you know what they did? They laughed at him. They even threatened to kick him out of the city if he didn't stop talking about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's message. How sad and frustrating must that have been for Prophet Lut alayhi salam. Prophet Lut alayhi salam didn't give up. He kept trying to guide the people of Sodom. But they still just wouldn't listen. Then, one day, something truly extraordinary happened. 3 visitors came to Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. But these weren't just any visitors. They were angels sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How incredible is that? The angels told Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam that they were going to Sodom to bring Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's punishment because the people had gone too far with their disobedience. The angels then traveled to Sodom and arrived at Prophet Lut alayhi salam's house. They appeared as handsome young men, and when Prophet Lut alayhi salam saw them, he became really worried for their safety. Prophet Lut alayhi salam was so anxious when he saw the visitors. He knew exactly how wicked the people of Sodom were, and he feared they would harm his guests. He welcomed them into his home, trying to keep them safe. But what Prophet Lut alayhi salam didn't know was that his wife, who didn't truly believe in his message, had secretly told the wicked people of Sodom about the visitors. She betrayed him, and soon enough, the crowd gathered outside, demanding to see his guests. Prophet Lut alayhi salam looked at the crowd, heartbroken and worried, trying to get them to change their minds about harming his guests. But the people of Sodom refused to listen. They laughed at him and kept banging on his door, demanding to see the visitors. It looked like all hope was lost, but then something absolutely incredible happened. The angels, who were Prophet Lut alayhi salam's guests, revealed their true identity. They told Prophet Lut alayhi salam not to worry anymore. The angels said, "We are messengers from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and his punishment is coming soon. Leave the city with your family and the believers, and don't look back." That night, Prophet Lut alayhi salam, his family, and the few believers quietly left the city, just as the angels had instructed. They didn't take anything with them, just their faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As they left, the angels gave them a strict warning. Do not look back, no matter what happens. But sadly, Prophet Lut alayhi salam's wife, who didn't truly believe, disobeyed the command. She looked back at the city, and in that very moment, she was turned into a pillar of salt as a punishment for her betrayal. Some people even say that her statue might still be standing somewhere near the Dead Sea in Jordan, as a reminder of what happens when you disobey Allah. And guess what? I'm planning to visit Jordan next year. If I can find the place where they say her statue is, I'll film it and show you all on my channel, Dana's Road. How exciting would that be? Now, let's talk about what happened to the people of Sodom after Prophet Lut alayhi salam and the believers left. The angels who had visited Prophet Lut alayhi salam warned him that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's punishment was near. And when it finally came, it was unlike anything you could imagine. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes this in the Qur'an. First, the entire city of Sodom was lifted up from the ground and flipped upside down. Imagine a whole city being turned over with buildings, streets, and homes crashing down. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala set a rain of stones upon the city, hard stones of big cliff. Then stones rained down like a storm, destroyed everything in their path. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Hud, ayah 82. So when our command came, we made the highest part of the city its lowest, and rained upon them stones of layered hard cliff.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فأسر بأهلك بقطع من الليل واتبع أدبارهم ولا يلتفت منكم أحد وامضوا حيث تؤمرون صدق الله العظيم.
This was the punishment for their disobedience and sinful ways. The entire city was destroyed, and not a single person who defied Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's message survived. It was a punishment so severe that it serves as a reminder to this day of what happens when people turn away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's commands. But that's not the end of Prophet Lut alayhi salam's story. After escaping Sodom, Prophet Lut alayhi salam and his family fled towards Palestine. They thought they would be safe. But when they arrived, the people there captured them and held them hostage. It seemed like Prophet Lut alayhi salam just couldn't escape danger. When Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam heard about what happened, he immediately gathered an army to set out to free Prophet Lut alayhi salam and his family. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's help, fought the people who had taken them captive and rescued Prophet Lut alayhi salam and his family, bringing them to safety once again. This shows how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's protection is always with those who believe and trust in Him. Wow, what an incredible story, right? Prophet Lut alayhi salam faced so many challenges, but he always stayed firm in his faith. The people of Sodom had so many chances to change their ways, but they refused, and in the end, they faced a terrible punishment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's punishment is real, and He only sends it after giving people many opportunities to turn back to Him. But even when Prophet Lut alayhi salam escaped to Palestine and was captured, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam to rescue him. This story reminds us that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy and protection are always with those who follow His command. And guess what? Next time on Dana's World, we're going to explore the story of yet another amazing prophet, Prophet Ismail alayhi salam. You do not want to miss it. So make sure you subscribe to Dana's World and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the exciting stories coming up. And don't forget to share the channel with your friends so they can enjoy these stories too. See you next time, inshallah. Until next time on Dana's World. Salam!